Welcome back for Pack 2 of the SAS Willys Jeep by Agora Models. For Stage 6 we'll continue building up the engine by fitting the oil filler cap to the oil filler neck. Now fit the neck to the oil filler base with one AP screw. Next, fit the breather plug to the base. Now fit that assembly to the engine block with two more AP screws. Moving on to the filter bracket and place it onto the fuel filter with an AP screw. Now fit that onto the engine block with a DM screw. Take the fuel pump and secure it on with another DM screw. Now fit the starter motor to the bell housing with an AP screw. And fit that assembly to the engine with two DM screws. Next, take the fuel line and cut it into two lengths, 7.5 cm and 5 cm. Now fit the 7.5 cm length from the fuel filter to the oil filler neck, and then fit the 5 cm one. For Stage 7, we'll continue the engine. First, take the PVC hose and cut it into a 9 cm and 2.5 cm length. Now fit the oil filler cap to the oil filler. Take the shorter length and fit it to the oil filler and fit it to the engine block, securing with a DM screw. Next, fit the oil filter cap onto the oil filter canister, then fit the cover plate on with a BP screw. And secure that assembly to the engine with a DM screw. Moving on to the air cleaner and fit the air cleaner lid onto the canister body. Now fit the hose connector onto the canister body. Next, fit the mounting bracket onto the canister body with a BP screw. Now take the longer hose piece and fit it to the connector. Then attach the support bracket and fit the assembly to the engine with 3 AM screws. Now thread the hose through the hole on the support bracket and onto the engine. For Stage 8 we keep going with the engine by first fitting the two halves of the pulley together. Now fit that onto the fan belt guard with a DM screw. Retrieve the engine and fit the generator bracket onto it with another DM screw. Next, fit the two halves of the water pump pulley together and fit it to the generator bracket. Then, fit the engine cooling fan onto that and secure with a DP screw. Now take the exhaust manifold outlet and fit it to the engine and then the fan belt guard with a DM screw. Finally, for this stage, fit the fan belt on. For Stage 9 we got the chassis, but nothing had to be done there, so we can jump straight to Stage 10 and fit the bumperettes to the chassis with 4 DM screws, 2 apiece. For Stage 11 we'll build the transmission assembly by first fitting the gearbox mount to the plate chassis with 2 CP screws. Then fit the gearbox support bracket with an FM screw. Next, take the parking brake backplate and fit it to the transmission housing. Then, fit the side inspection cover onto the housing. Now take the other half of the transmission housing and fit it on, securing with 2 CP screws. Then, fit the handbrake drum cover onto the drum body with 2 more CP screws. Now fit the body onto the parking brake backplate, securing it with a CP screw. Cut the case plug off its sprue and fit it onto the transmission housing. Take that assembly and fit it onto the gearbox support bracket with a DM screw. For stage 12 and 13, we'll fit the front left and right leaf spring. First fit the front spring hanger bracket onto the chassis with 2 cm screws. Then fit the rear spring hanger bracket on with another 2 cm screws, taking careful note that the part is positioned so that it overlaps the inner edge of the chassis. Then fit the front spring pin into the hanger bracket. Now fit a shackle plate onto the pin, taking note the orientation of the plate. The longer end needs to be connected with the bottom of the pin, then secure with another cm screw. Next, take the front left leaf spring and place the large end onto the pin and secure with another cm screw. Now place the other end of the leaf spring onto the rear hanger bracket. Fit another 2 shackle plates onto either end of the rear hanger bracket with another 2 cm screws. Again, take note of the orientation of the plates. And then we do exactly the same for stage 13, the front right leaf spring. We've dressed the engine, mounted the ancillaries, aligned the pulleys, married up the transmission and hung the front suspension. Pack 2 officially secured. For now though, clear the bench, bag the spares and ready up for pack 3. And always remember, who builds wins.